Hello all, you're just in time. Strap yourselves in and get ready to rewind in time and be kind to another cult classic that Hollywood just didn't quite understand. This time we'll be revisiting The Town of Perfection, population 14, to see why a film about giant underground worms became a sleeping hit with fans. That's right, I'm talking about land sharks. I can almost see all of your confused little faces. I am of course talking about Tremors. However, in its early incarnation, definitely in its working title phase, it was known as Land Sharks, affectionately given to the project by Steve Wilson. Upon its release, it was fast considered a box office flop, only taking in $16 million and only 48 million worldwide. Even before its release, Kevin Bacon had his doubts about the film. He admitted to screaming at his wife, claiming that his career had hit an all-time low. I broke down and fell to the sidewalk. I remember screaming at my pregnant wife, "I can't believe I'm doing a film about underground worms."
You dumb shit.
Whoa, whoa, you don't have to worry there, Fred, because Tremors would eventually find its audience when it was released on home video. It would go on to become a franchise with 2 sequels, 1 prequel set in the Wild West, and a series that would be released on the Sci-Fi Channel. My only complaint to come from the franchise was the 3rd film, The Graboid's Evolution. You be the judge. Val and Earl are Perfection's handymen, and they live a very hand-to-mouth existence.
You know, not having a plan is what keeps us doing jobs like this.
Just doing jobs like this is you dragging your feet.
Oh, you're gonna stand there and tell me in broad daylight that I'm the reason we're still in Perfection? You know how close I am to leaving this place right now?
I'll call that little bluff. How close? Oh, shit! Oh.
Equally unhappy with where they are in life, they decide to hit the trail out of Perfection and off to Bixby for a new start. Only they soon realise,
Man, we decided to leave this place just one damn day too late, you know?
Exactly. Shortly on their road to a new life, at the end of the tunnel, they discover a number of bodies and chalk them up to the possibility of a maniac killer on the loose. This eventually leads them to discover that the only way out of the town has been blocked by rockfall. A happy accident it was not.
What the hell's going on? I mean, what the hell is going on?
The film is brimming with interesting and fascinating characters, none more so than the leads, Earl Bassett played by Fred Ward and Valentine McKee played by Kevin Bacon. At the beginning of the film we open on a high-wide that is fixated at the cliff's edge and are soon introduced to the 2 characters who, in a single scene, set the dynamic and tone for the whole film. They complete each other. Val needs Earl for guidance, and Earl needs Val to make sure that he doesn't make the same mistakes that he did when he was younger. There's a very brotherly bond between them. And Ward and Bacon have this fantastic on-screen chemistry that carries through the whole film. Every B-movie monster movie needs a gunslinging survivalist, and Tremors is no different. Burt Gummer is played by Michael Gross, who is most recognisable as the dad from Family Ties. A somewhat odd choice, some might say, but a perfect one nonetheless.
Broke into the wrong goddamn rec room, didn't you, you bastard?
Bert's wife, Heather, played by country singer Reba McEntire, is equally gung-ho, and the 2 together are the subtle extension of impending danger. Nancy and Mindy Sterngood, played by Charlotte Stewart and Ariana Richards, who you'll recognise from Jurassic Park. They add family values to the desert-dwelling community. Finn Carter plays Rona LeBeck, the seismologist that just so happens to be in the right, or in this case, the wrong place at the right time. She's a strong female lead with brains. which, despite public opinion, is prevalent in many horror films. She's there not only to add scientific understanding and to add theories about what these creatures are, but she's there as a love interest for Valentine as well.
Well, I'm a victim of circumstance.
I thought you called it your pecker.
The film is also rounded off by a plethora of interesting side characters portrayed by seasoned character actors. Victor Wong probably being the most successful of the bunch for his role in Big Trouble in Little China. Tremors was filmed in the Alabama hills of Lone Pine, California, where they built the town in its entirety. Amalgamated Dynamics would provide the special effects required to make the film the success that it is today, including miniatures, animatronics, puppets, and most notably, a house that would implode and then fold out to normal. Other trickery used in the film is a very clever usage of forced perspective. At the end of the film, when Val looks over the edge of the cliff, the camera has been placed quite far from what we are viewing in the frame. Closer to camera, they rebuilt the bottom of the cliff. With these two elements combined, it scaled the size as an in-camera illusion. In the final cut, only the character of Val can be seen. However, it was meant to be all three: Earl, Rhonda and Val. The principal actors were replaced with stuntmen because of the height and danger involved, but because there were no females on site at the time that this was shot, director Ron Underwood stepped in to double for Rhonda. He makes quite the handsome woman, don't you think? Well, that's just my opinion, and if you think it was a good opinion, great. Make sure you tune in next time. If you didn't, tough. You sat and watched it, great. Make sure you let us know what your opinion is. There should be lots down the bottom here. It should be flashing up round about now. Make sure you get in contact with us. Let us know what you think and what your views are on different films, not just Tremors. I think it was fantastic, but you may not. Make sure you tune in next time. All right, take care now. Bye-bye.